I just want to draw your attention to a couple of things. This is, me telling you what to notice. In the bottom left, you'll see a classroom that's familiar to anybody anywhere in the world. It's a classroom, right? It doesn't look specifically Chinese or anything like that. It's from a rural area, so it's not necessarily as up-to-date as some classrooms. But I do want you to notice the big windows in the back. In the middle is a teacher's office. I think I'm right about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Something we don't have in the United States. Teachers don't teach all day long in China. In fact, one of the questions that they ask me all the time when we visit schools is, where's the teacher's office? You mean they're in the room all day long? You mean they teach 5 classes a day? There's not any big window in the teacher's office. The other question that people ask when they come into an American classroom is, where are the windows? And on the right, of course, are students cramming for an exam. Outside, I guess outside the school wall. But in China, all education is focused on the Gaokao, the big exam that everybody has to take still to get into college. It's considered to be essential for equity and fairness, and I don't think you see American students doing that. These pictures, on the other hand, are from an experimental school in Shanghai. Those of you who read the newspapers and read about China know that China scored tops on the PISA exam in mathematics that's given worldwide, specifically Shanghai, China. This experimental school looks a little bit more familiar. But again, just to draw your attention, they're wearing uniforms. I'm not sure why some red, why some yellow, but the work on the board is very elaborate. And of course they have smart boards or white screens, whatever you want to call it. This should look familiar. It's a demonstration of a physics principle. The students are sitting in clusters rather than in rows. This, of course, should remind everybody of the 2008 Olympics. I don't know if any of you remember watching that, but it was a little bit stunning. The ranks of people doing the same thing, wearing the same thing. And I think still it's the case in Chinese schools that when people are out exercising on the yard, they tend to be ranked like that and dressed the same. Again, uniforms, concerted marching events, but still very familiar, very clearly a school as you might see anywhere. Big windows. So that's where the